27-year-old, kissless, hugless virgin. Meet a cute 31-year-old single mom. She has a 7-year-old boy, starts showing interest in me, thinks I'm cool, flirts, eventually asks me out. The date was awesome, I was nervous and she thought it was cute. Drops her at her place. The nanny is just leaving. Hey Anon, my kid is already sleeping. Don't you want to come in? Holy shit, it's happening. .jpg. Small talk on the couch. She jumps on top of me and starts making out with me. 6.jpg. I never felt so happy in my life. Been together for 2 months. Her kid is a cool guy, loves dinosaurs. We go to the museums, see some fossils, I buy him ice cream and a toy triceratops. Uncle Anon, this is the best day ever. For the first time in my life, I feel a fraction of what being a father is like. I feel purpose and drive. My job doesn't seem pointless anymore. I look forward to meeting them and doing family stuff together. Am I making a huge mistake? I think I'm gonna marry this woman and adopt a little guy. Be me. Get a girlfriend for first time. Make out with her for a while. I end up creaming in my pants from it. Feels weird, so I stop and go change. Come back. She asks me what's wrong. I tell her what happened. She says that I'm adorable. Resume making out and she seems even more into it. It was pretty embarrassing, but I'm surprised she thought it was cute. I thought it would be a turnoff. Would women usually like if a guy creams from just kissing? Be me. Always when downloading files, smash keyboard to give them random names. Example given, IEUDJSJAU.jpg type. Download random image today. Do the smashing keyboard thing. This element already exists. Do you want to replace it? My face when, how many probabilities, kek? Buy 4 blocks of mozzarella cheese. Go through self-checkout. 3 are fancy kind. 1 is low-cost discount kind. Ring up low-cost discount kind 4 times. Say goodbye to the nice security lady out front. Be me, 19 years old, living at home. My little sister is 16, thinks she's the queen of the house. One day she's like, Anon, you're my slave now. I laugh it off, but she gets serious. She even has information to blackmail me. She makes a list of tasks for me to do. Number 1, clean her room. Number 2, make her snacks. Number 3, walk her dog. Number 4, do her homework. My face when I realize this is my life now. She even made a throne for herself out of pillows in the living room. She sits on it with a tiara made of paper. Every time I finish a task, she just goes, "Good job, peasant." Start to get used to it, embracing my slave life. Start taking pride in my work. Cleaning her room like a pro, learning how to make epic snacks. She loves my nachos, can't lie. Weirdly bonding over the whole slave-master dynamic. One day she says, "You're the best slave ever, Anon." Feels good, man. .jpg. Fast forward a few months, my friends come over. They see me serving her popcorn. They think it's hilarious. Dude, you've seriously become her slave? Can't even be embarrassed. Living my best life. Nacho chef extraordinaire. Suddenly, I notice my sister is getting a bit too comfy with the power. Makes me wear a silly outfit for her birthday party. You're the entertainment, Anon. Everyone laughing at me, but I just roll with it. This is my life now. Actual slave on my birth certificate. That feeling when I'll never escape. The info she has on me is too bad to ever have it released. At least I'm the best nacho slave in the world. Is there even another one? Walking home late at night. Somehow end up walking behind this woman in high heels. I have a naturally fast walking speed. She looks back. I'm not really paying attention since I'm messing with my phone. She speeds up. Start to scheme. I speed up. She walks faster. I walk faster. This goes on for a couple seconds. She starts running. I start running. She's booking it. I'm booking it. She trips and starts screaming. I run past her while screaming. Run into my apartment complex like 3 doors down from this point. Go inside. Laugh myself to tears. Be me. Hate society. Go to the middle of nowhere and build a shack. Install solar panels to avoid paying an electric bill. Get a Brita filter so I don't have to pay a water bill and can just get water from a nearby stream. Forage for food so I don't need to go to a store. Life is good. One day, some random cop shows up at my shack. "Sir, you can't live here. This is a national park." Shoot and end him. Hide his body. Life is still good. They've been sending more rangers recently and I just keep ending them. Why won't they just leave me alone? Screen goes black and white except for the color yellow. Camera pans over to a flight of stairs with yellow markings. Time slows down. Inner monologue. Looks like I can use those stairs to get up. Game pauses. Pop-up appears on screen. Yellow marks may indicate areas of interest. Press any key to continue. Be me. Girlfriend dumps me out of nowhere. She's all mad and emotional. Says she can't do this anymore. I'm just sitting there like, okay, no problem. Don't even care, to be honest. She's like, "Why are you acting like this? This is serious." Me internally, "Just found out you've been cheating, bitch." Decide to keep playing it cool. It's fine. I get it. Good luck with everything. Her face goes full rage mode. How can you be so chill about this? Me wonders if she thinks I don't know. Tell her I just don't want to be with someone who cheats. She starts crying, says I'm the worst. My face when I realize she's more mad at me for being okay than for cheating. She storms off. Sit there sipping my drink. Feel like a mad genius with a broken heart. That feeling when she just outed herself as the bad guy. Best part, no more drama, no more cheating. All's quiet in the guy kingdom. Life is good. Thank you. Next. Girl looks at me. The image of me is now pulsing through her neurons. Technically, I'm inside her. Later, virgins. At university. Accidentally bump into a girl carrying papers. I kneel down to help her collect them. Our eyes cross. I say something like, "Hey, it's like in the movies." "Yeah, except in the movies the guy is attractive." Walk drunkenly to McDonald's. Put my order in at the kiosk. Local hobos meandering around and talking to themselves. One shirtless black dude angrily making noises to everyone there. Looks me in the eye and says some more non-language noises. I look him in the eyes and give him a head nod. He nods back, drops the angry yelling and just eats. Sits across the restaurant from me but keeps nodding whenever we make eye contact. Buy him a quarter pounder as I leave. He gives me a nod. Hope I see my McBro again. Be me. 12 years old. Love Greentext. Mom won't let me go on 4Chan. Feels bad, man. .jpg. Computer has paint. Create my own Greentext. Mom doesn't find out, but I don't know where to post it. Where does this go? Driving down the road, thinking about how thin the line between life and death is. I could literally just turn the steering wheel and die. Or would I? Throw the wheel to the left and fly into the ditch. Don't die. Car stuck in ditch. I feel so tired it's almost empowering. Be me. In 5th grade or some, really good at finding 4-leafed clovers. One day, I start finding 5-leafed clovers. Yes, actual clovers. They're rare, but if you look in big patches, you can find them. Decide to be nice and give a 5-leafed clover to a girl during recess. She breaks her arm not 10 minutes later. Hey yo, did I curse that motherfucker? Her arm was extremely broken, like bent at a 90-degree angle to where the bone was visible, through the skin. Be me. Femme not. Tired of dating jocks and wannabe bad boys. Also kinda nerdy. Decide to give nerds a chance. Meet this awkward guy at a local gaming cafe. He's wearing a shirt with a robot on it and thick glasses. My face when he starts explaining the lore of his favorite RPG. Actually kinda interesting. We hit it off and start dating. Go to his place for the first time. Step inside, it's a shrine to Star Wars and video games. Everything is meticulously organized. Impressed.png. He offers me pizza rolls and Mountain Dew. Best date ever. I watch him play Dark Souls. He gets super into it, yelling at the screen. He says he's going to slay the next boss. He dies like 10 times in a row. Instead of being mad, he's just laughing. Kinda cute, not gonna lie. He finally beats the boss. He jumps up and dabs in celebration. My face when he dabs. Can't help but laugh. Remember when I said I'd give nerds a chance? Suddenly realize I like this awkward dork. Start going to Comic-Cons together. People always ask if we're cosplaying. He gets super excited and insists we dress up as our favorite characters. I decline. That's a bit too much for me. He's kinda sad, but he understands it. Fast forward a few months, we're a couple of nerds owning our quirks. He surprises me with a custom-made D&D character. It's basically me, but with dragon wings. That feeling when I have my own fantasy adventure. Realize I love him. My face when dating a nerd actually turned out to be the best choice. Never going back to jocks again. Nerds are the real treasure, my friends. Loyal, sweet, and somehow funny. I love you. I effed up big time, bros. Be me. Be celebrating 22nd birthday. Go to bar with friends. Spot hot 39-year-old cougar staring at me. Get her a drink. We hit it off. Go back to her place. A month goes by. Get a text from her. She tells me she's pregnant. Tells me that I don't have to worry and she believes that it's only right I know. Tells me that she's going to keep the baby because she thinks her biological clock is up and that this is the last time she can have a kid. Tells me it's best that we go our separate ways since I'm still in university and young, but says that if I want to visit the kid it's okay. What do I do, bros? No job. Only go out to buy groceries and then quickly come back to avoid draft officers. Savings running out. Gonna have to apply for a job soon if I want to survive. Will probably end up being drafted. It's over for me. Be me. Tarred and 2 years into mechanical engineering degree. I'm making B and A but not liking it so far. Taking statics. We have to build a bridge out of pasta and make it hold as much weight as possible. Suddenly having fun doing the math and applying it to my bridge. Bros, I made the right choice. Download dating apps. Get one match every 2 months from girls who will just ignore you. Just go outside, incel. Bring my dog to dog parks. All the women there are middle-aged. Go to bars. All the women there are middle-aged. Go to fishing ponds. All the women there are middle-aged. Go to the mall. All the girls there are teenagers. Download Event Finder social media type apps. It's nothing but yoga and pointless Zoom calls for old people to ramble about nothing. How the frick do you date in your 20s? Nobody fricking goes outside anymore, and the internet has brain-rotted all the women into being egomaniac, narcissist, OnlyFans chicks. Fuck! Be me, scrolling through /G one day. See a femme-anon thread about dating. She's talking about her sugar daddy. Immediately intrigued, decide to read on. She talks about how he's rich, has a nice car, and takes her to fancy dinners. Mostly just real-life Tinder. That feeling when getting jealous. She calls him daddy during dinner. Me, wait, what? Does she mean like daddy or like real daddy? Need answers. Peeks at replies. Some anons are supportive, others are just salty. How much is he spending on you? She casually drops that it's like $2K a week. Imagine having that kind of cash just for dating. My face when my ramen budget is $20 a week. Decide to ask if she feels bad about it. She says not really, she enjoys it. It's just a business arrangement. My face when I realize I've been doing dating all wrong. Spend the entire night researching how to get a sugar daddy. Eventually realize I'm not attractive or rich enough for that. That feeling when just a loser in my mom's basement. At 3 a.m. keep thinking about Feminon's life and my sad existence. That feeling when she's probably getting dessert after dinner while I'm just getting dessert flavored ramen. Decide I should just embrace being a need. Become the ultimate male sugar baby. Realize I can't be a sugar baby without a sugar daddy. My face when life is hard. Check thread next day. Feminon's getting a trip to the Bahamas with her sugar daddy. Cringe.jpg. Back to browsing normal 4chan. Normal. Never forget Feminon and her sugar daddy saga. Talking to a therapist. She asks me about my sexual history. Tell her I'm a virgin still at 28. Oh, so you're asexual? No, I'm not. I want to have sex, I just haven't. What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? You can't tell me you've honestly been trying this long and are still a virgin? My face went. I didn't know what to frickin' say to that. And she changed the subject. Therapy is freaking useless. Walk outside my flat this morning. Hear someone call me a cuck. Turn around and look to see who said that. Nobody's there. Hear the same voice. Cuck, cuck. Look up. It's a frickin' pickerel. What the frick? Drink one Red Bull. Suddenly feel super energized. Race around room giggling. Listen to happy music and throw arms in the air. Whee! Caffeine is fun! Purchase home gym equipment or perhaps a gym itself. Kidnap adolescent silverback gorilla from forest. Allow gorilla to acclimate to new environment. The gym. Feed gorilla fruit and bamboo, small insects for protein. Observe and take note of what gorilla's favorite foods are. Reward gorilla with his favorite food whenever it plays with weights. Begin a Pavlovian process using this method. Encourage gorilla to work out more and more. Every few months, tranquilize the gorilla and increase weight on machines, while providing more heavier plates for free weights. Eventually, shift to engine blocks and broken down cars. The silverback gorilla can already bench press 4,000 pounds. With training, I believe I could push my gorilla to at least 5,000. Begin to restrict diet and enrichment so gorilla gets antsy. Drive gorilla to my ex's house. Inject with 100 cc's of adrenaline and leave. Could this work theoretically? Get down from 3-hour bus ride from home to boarding school I live in. Crave for smoothie.png. Buy a passion fruit smoothie. Buy a cinnamon roll too. Mouth is happy. Happiest I've been in a while. Be me. Socially awkward introvert. Spend most of my time online. Never had many friends. One day, playing a game, meet a girl named Sophie. She's funny, cute, and we just click. She tells me about her sick dog, Tim. Tim is her best friend. Has been with her since childhood. I feel for her. My heart aches. We promise to always be there for each other. Months go by. We grow closer. She shares pictures of Tim. I send her memes. I want to visit her, finally confess to her. But then she messages me one day. Tim isn't doing well. The vet says it's time. My heart sinks. I try to comfort her. I'll be there for you no matter what, I say. The day comes. Sophie posts a picture of Tim. He's lying down. Looks so peaceful. Tears stream down my face. Can't believe she has to say goodbye. She messages me. Says she's heartbroken. I try to say something uplifting. He will always be there with you in your heart. I text. The next day I wake up to a message. Tim passed away last night. I feel like I've been punched in the gut. What can I say? I'm just an online friend. Tell her I'm so sorry, that I'm here if she needs to talk. One reply, then nothing. Days turn into weeks. She goes silent. Keep messaging her, but no response. Feeling helpless as I watch her social media struggle. She posts a picture of her and Tim from a happier time. Pain hits like a wave. I miss her laughter. Finally one day a message comes through. I can't do this anymore. No explanation, just those words. My heart shatters. She loved Tim. I can't imagine her pain. Try to respond, but the words don't come. Months later, I get her last post. A goodbye message. Thanks for the memories. Goodbye, everyone. My heart sinks into despair. She's gone, and I never got the chance to say how much she meant to me. My face when I realized how fragile life is. All those unspoken words, lost. Forever. Never got to tell her she saved me too. Just a reminder that love can bloom in the unlikeliest of places. And sometimes, it slips away far too soon. So I sit in silence, alone again. Rest in peace, Sophie and Tim. You'll never be forgotten. Be me, at home with cutie girlfriend. Play vidya with her all day. 11:30 p.m. She's staring at me in the eyes before blushing and saying, I love you, Anon. Go to sleep, wake up. It's 3:37 a.m. She's not there. She wasn't there. Realize it was just a dream. Get up only to get back down again. Cry on my pillow until morning. Ever since she died, I keep having this kind of dream every single month. I hate my freaking life. Shit, I thought it's gonna be another in reality no girlfriend story. Sorry for your loss, man. Sad face. Hug me, OP. Come here. Be me on my birthday in 2012. Go to school. Get bullied like crazy as usual. Get home with tears in eyes. Tell Dad. Dad says, toughen up, Buttercup, and gives me a kiss on the forehead. My dad passed away last night. Just figured I'd share one of my favorite memories. Be me. Decide to pull a prank on my husband. He's always texting his female best friend. Think it would be hilarious to text her from his phone. Grab his phone when he's in the shower. Type out a super flirty message. Hey babe, wanna hang out later? Hit send and wait for the chaos. Heart racing like I'm some kind of mastermind. Hear the shower turn off. Panic.jpg. He comes out, towel around his waist. Did you use my phone? Uh-oh.jpg. He grabs his phone and starts reading. My face when I see his face go from confusion to pure rage. Him. What the hell did you say? Realize I've just initiated a domestic war. Try to explain it was a joke. It was just for fun. I thought you'd laugh. He doesn't look amused. Now he's actually considering taking a break with me. Oh shit.gif. Fast forward an hour, I'm trying to calm him down. Call his best friend to clean up the mess. She laughs it off. Thinks it's hilarious. I'm not worried. Your husband is a loyal guy. He still looks like I committed a crime. My face when I shouldn't have done this. Never messing with his phone again. Lesson learned. Pranks can backfire. Be me. Be 20. Go to work. Say hi to boss. Hi, Anon. Coworkers all say hi, Anon, and Anon is here. Be confused. Coworkers never say hi. Get to work. Take out trash and shit. Cutie pie coworker who I'm kinda crushing on comes up to me. Anon, you're such a breath of fresh air. WTF.jpg. Freeze up. Don't know what to say. Oh, thanks. Feels good, man. Today has been a good day. Be me. Spent all free time with girlfriend for years. Lost long-term girlfriend and subsequently best friend. Realize I have no other friends. Leaving uni class when cool social circle says, sup, Anon. I stop and make small talk. Don't want to F up. Ask how my winter break was and how girlfriend is. Say that it's not a thing anymore. Trying not to cry in public.jpg. Group goes quiet. Hey Anon, we are going to the pub. Join us. WTF? Really? Sure. I'll get drinks, ask me how I'm feeling, and lets me vent. Feels good.gif. All super understanding dudes. I had no idea. I can now laugh about the situation. They learn I'm a music guy. Some of them are great musicians too. We set up a metal band. 2019 is going to be a lot different, and I like it. Last week, be me. Lifting for 1.5 years, alright progress. Need to do community service. They placed me at a school for kids with learning disabilities. Just some cleaning and other small tasks. Outside working on the garden. It's hot AF, sweating like crazy. Kid just watching me from a distance. Eventually comes up to me and asks how I got the muscles. Tell him I work hard. He can achieve the same thing. Other kids watching now too. They get closer. Eventually lift some of them to do push-ups with them on my back, etc. Just trying to entertain them. Notice cutie teacher smiling and watching us. Later tells me the kids love me. Done for the day. Changing shirts in the break room. Cutie walks in and looks me up and down and smiles. Felt pretty good. Be me. Average Anon. Chill dude. Meet cute girl at a party. She's super into me. We hit it off. Things get spicy fast. You know what I mean. Turns out she has a high 6 drive. Like, let's go again kind of high. Every single day when we hang out, That feeling when I'm just trying to play video games. She walks in wearing barely anything. Hey, you wanna... My face when I can't even focus on my game. Try to keep up because I don't want to disappoint. She's a freaking Energizer bunny. It's like she's powered by Red Bull and chaos. One night we hit record, 5 rounds in a row. Feel like an exhausted marionette. Start having flashbacks to gym class. You can do it, they said. Fast forward 2 weeks, I'm dead inside. Tell her I need a break, just for a bit. She looks betrayed, like I just shot her puppy. My face when I'm the first guy to say no to 6. She's trying to convince me with snacks and cuddles. Women really know how to negotiate. Eventually compromise to 3 times a week. She agrees but throws in a "we'll see." Oh god, what have I done, .jpg? But here's the kicker. She starts texting me at 2 a.m. saying she's bored. Bruh, help. Said help. Goodbye, sleep. Hello, forever tired. My face when I realize I'm in a lifelong struggle. At least I can still play video games, right? My face when the only thing saving me is that single-player campaign. Still love her though. Just need an energy drink sponsor at this point. If only I could gain a superpower to keep up. Guess I'll just embrace the madness. Note to self, always read the fine print. This is my life now. Send help. 1 in the morning. Girlfriend at the time wanted to get food and rent a movie to fool around to before bed. Stopped by a Redbox at a Walgreens near her place. Black guy dressed like frickin' Peter Pan or something pulls up to us in his car by the Redbox. Figure, oh shit, here we go. Going to have to fight some. Nah, y'all don't need to be paying for that now. F a Redbox, my dude. Hands us a Walmart bag filled with about 40 burnt discs with recent movie titles on them. Backseat is full of these bags. Go to shake his hand and say, Jesus man, thanks, what's your name? Who, me? Y'all can just call me Black Robin Hood. Dude peels out of the parking lot and speeds off into the night. Girlfriend and I confused AF. Go home, put in the discs. About half of the movies are HD rips of what the discs says they are. Other half are actually just filled to the brim with new corn scenes. Unironically, the most base dude I've ever met. I am the happiest that I have ever been in a long time. Be me. 2 days ago. Late night. Get back from D&D session with friends at library. Nerd.ovf. Enjoyed some bourbon over the course of the past 5-ish hours. Call up girl I've been talking to for months. We talk for a bit. We've both been busy. We talk about life and the struggle that it is. 9 out of 10 cutie pie. Stay on the phone way longer than expected. Before hanging up, tell her I love her and I'll talk to her later. Time skip. Be me yesterday afternoon. Get back from study session for 4000 level class. End me now.jpg. Get signal message from girl. We use Signal because iPhone to Android messaging sucks. Also, I'm paranoid. Says she wants to talk to me about something. Says it's nothing bad. Heart skipping.wave. Sure, what's up? She's typing. So, what are we now? Friends? Boyfriend? Girlfriend? No way. No frickin' way. Tell her to call me when she can. She calls. Mutual confession. Literal tears and smiling like idiots on both sides of phone. We are now officially in a relationship. Hang up the phone and scream for joy so loud my roommates think I broke several bones. Literally shaking with joy. The feeling of it is coming back when I type this. My face when life is coming together, and it has brightened up everything I've been doing so far. There is light at the end of the tunnel, robots. Get out there. Talk to folks. You'll find whoever you're looking for. Be me, 24. Always wondered if life is easier for women. Decide to investigate and find out for myself. Start with my friend, Sarah, who I've known for years. Ask her, do you think life is easier for women? She thinks for a second, then says, honestly, it's harder for us. She explains how women are always judged for their looks, have to work harder to be taken seriously, and face constant pressure to be perfect. Tells me she spends hours getting ready just to feel presentable because society demands it. She mentions dealing with sexism at work and how her achievements are often overlooked or dismissed. Her struggle seems real and I start to feel guilty for ever thinking life might be easier for women. Decide to ask a couple more friends for their opinions. Talk to Jessica next, who works in a corporate environment. Ask her the same question and she laughs. Are you serious? Life is way easier for girls, she says. She explains how women have way more opportunities to get ahead just by looking good and using their charm. Mention how men are expected to be the breadwinners, always on emotionally and can't show vulnerability. I can go to work, look cute, and get whatever I want, she says, smiling. I'm a bit shocked, but she says it's all about knowing how to play the game. Still not convinced. So I ask another friend, Laura, for her take. She tells me pretty much the same thing. Being a woman has its perks, men expect you to look pretty, and they'll do anything to impress you, she says. She adds that while men are stuck with these impossible standards, women can pretty much navigate life by using their femininity. I mean, yeah, we still face some challenges, but compared to men, way easier. She laughs. Now I'm really confused. Both sides seem to have their arguments. Sarah made it sound like life for women is way harder, but Jessica and Laura think it's a walk in the park. That feeling when I still don't know the answer, but life's tough for everyone in different ways. P.S. You guys are losers. Be me. Chilling at home on a Saturday. Suddenly hear some weird noises coming from my sister's room. That feeling when I know I shouldn't eavesdrop but curiosity levels are sky high. Creep up to her door and listen in. Sounds like she's talking to someone. Oh yeah, baby, just like that. My brain.exe stops working. Oh hell no, not this. Decide to open the door for some reason. It swings wide open and I'm met with the sight of my sister by herself. She's just straight vibing, using her phone and pretending to have some imaginary dude there. My eyes widen, brain goes full cringe. She sees me and freezes. Panic mode activated. I was just, practicing my lines for theater. Can't hold back the laughter. She just made it 10 times worse. Some thespian she is. Yeah, right, sis. More like practicing for a role in weirdest moments of 4Chan. She starts turning beet red. I can tell she's not gonna live this down. Shut up, Anon. It's not my fault you barged in. I can't stop laughing. Walk back out of the room. My face when I just busted my sister in the most epic way possible. Now I secretly call her the one-woman show whenever family comes over. That feeling when I'm the hero no one wanted, but the one no one will remember. Best day ever. Be me. 25-year-old IT guy. Live alone, typical bachelor life. One day, find a stray dog outside my apartment. Poor little guy looks hungry and scared. Not a dog person, but can't leave him there. Take him in for the night. Plan to find him a home next day. Dog is super chill. Sleeps quietly by my bed. Next morning, put up found dog posters around the neighborhood. Nobody calls for a week. Start getting used to having him around. Name him Max because why not? Max becomes my shadow. Follows me everywhere. Start taking him on walks. Realize I'm getting out more. Meet neighbors I've never talked to before thanks to Max. One neighbor, cute girl, really into dogs. She helps me learn how to take care of Max. We start hanging out, walking our dogs together. Realize I'm looking forward to seeing her more than walking Max. Ask her out, she says yes. Life is suddenly looking up. All thanks to a stray dog I almost didn't take in. Max is now officially my wingman. Me, mid-20s, unemployed, living with mom. Decide to become a bodyguard. First day on job, learn about the fake hands trick. Put the fake rubber hands in my sleeves. It looks legit enough. Real hands gripping my Glock. Go out on duty. Feel like some B-grade movie extra. Walk around pretending to adjust my cuffs. People think I'm just some overly formal bodyguard. See other bodyguards with fake hands. They nod, we share a knowing look. Idea hits me like a ton of bricks. What if .jpg? Start slow, just rubbing my leg. People pass by, oblivious to the bulge. Escalate, get bold. Start to really go at it under my jacket. Fake hands look like I'm just holding a clipboard or something. People walking by, not a single clue. Start to moan slightly, cover it with a cough. Guy next to me gives me a weird look. Just clearing my throat, I say. Voice cracking from the ecstasy. Finish. Heart pounding. Sweaty. Realize what I've done. This is the most alive I've felt in months. Decide this will be my new gig. Every day just walking around doing my bodyguard bit. But really, I'm just gooning. Get so good I start making eye contact with the other dudes. One time did it during a speech, right behind the speaker. Another time in the middle of a protest, riot police and all. Life's weird, but this is where I thrive. Who needs a girlfriend when you've got the entire city as your audience? My face when living my best life, one stroke at a time. So what did you do today? Be me. 26. Been dating Emily for a little over a year. She's sweet, but lately something feels off. She's been distant, canceling plans last minute. Always glued to her phone. Decide to check her phone one night while she's in the shower. Find texts between her and a guy named Mark. They're talking about meeting up. Last time was amazing, and can't wait for the next time. My stomach drops, feels like I can't breathe. Wait for her to get out. Try to keep it together. She comes out, sees me holding her phone, immediately goes on the defensive. What the hell are you doing with my phone? Tell her I saw the texts. I know what's going on. She laughs it off, tells me I'm overreacting. It's just a friend, you're being paranoid, she says. I ask her about Mark. She says he's just a coworker. She insists there's nothing to worry about. She keeps saying I'm the one with the problem, accusing me of snooping. Tells me I'm invading her privacy and breaking her trust. She starts yelling at me, blaming me for ruining everything. She says if I don't trust her, maybe we shouldn't be together. I'm stunned, don't even know how to respond. She walks out the door, leaving me with a sinking feeling. Spend the next few days in a haze. Still can't shake the feeling something's off. Start asking her friends about Mark, casually bring it up. One of her friends, Sarah, laughs nervously. "Oh, you didn't know? Emily and Mark have been hooking up for months," she says, shocked. "Can't believe what I'm hearing." Sarah starts telling me how the whole group knew. They all kept quiet because Emily told them it was just a phase. Emily had been playing me for months, and I was the only one who didn't know. Feel like a complete fool. The betrayal cuts deeper than anything. Confront Emily a few days later. She doesn't deny it. She says it's my fault for not being there for her emotionally. That feeling when I was the one who was loyal and trusting, and she was the one cheating. All her friends knew, and they just watched me suffer. Walk away. Done with her and everyone who lied to me. Be me. Chillin' with my girlfriend at home. Just finished some Netflix binge. She asks me how she looks in her new outfit. Brain.exe stops working. Think I'm being honest. You look kinda, fluffy? Biggest mistake of my life. Her face goes from smiley sunshine to thunderstorm in 0.5 seconds. Fluffy? Really? Oh shit.jpg. Try to backtrack like an Olympic swimmer. I mean, you're just cozy. Yeah, great save, Anon. She crosses her arms, giving me the glare of doom. You know I've been working out. Oh no, did I just activate the rage mode? Now I'm getting the full backstory of her gym struggles. Immediately regret everything. I just wanted to eat pizza in peace. She storms off to the bedroom. Now I'm alone with my thoughts and cold pizza. My face when I did this to myself. Spend the next hour crafting a heartfelt apology text. No reply. Time to sleep on the couch. My face when my own bed is now a distant dream. Next day she wakes up, gives me the silent treatment. Guess I'm living on the edge now. Never underestimate the power of sleep-induced words. Lesson learned. Always choose cozy over fluffy. Or just don't call her fat in general, lol. That feeling when I just wanted to eat pizza but now I'm a prisoner in my own home. Be me. Wealthy-ish Anon. Decent job, live in a cozy apartment. Decide to dip my toe in the dating pool. Meet a girl at a coffee shop. She's struggling to pay for her latte. She's cute and quirky. We hit it off. Realize she's super broke. Like, do I buy ramen or a bus ticket levels of broke? That feeling when I could literally just buy a car on a whim. Feel bad and offer to pay for her drinks. She blushes, says she'll pay me back someday. Lol, okay, sure. Decide to take her on a date. Pick a nice restaurant. She freaks out, says she's never eaten at a place like that. She wears a cute dress, but it's definitely thrifted. We go, she's super nervous, but tries to enjoy herself. Halfway through dinner, she spills water all over the table. My face when she starts apologizing like she just offended the Pope. Spend the rest of the night laughing about it. Eventually we go back to my place to watch a movie. She's never seen a big budget flick before. Show her all those popcorn classics. She's mind blown. Calls me a rich snob but in a cute way. Start seeing each other regularly. She's always eating instant noodles. I bring her homemade meals. She tries to pay me back with handmade gifts. They're honestly low-key amazing. Weeks go by, I'm falling for her. She keeps saying she doesn't deserve this treatment. One day we go to a park. She's looking sad. Anon, I don't want to drag you down. That feeling when she thinks being broke is a deal breaker. Tell her money doesn't matter. I like her for her heart and her personality. And she looks kinda good, not gonna lie. She smiles, we share a romantic sunset. Realize I'm more in love than I thought. Fast forward, we're happy as hell. She's teaching me how to appreciate the little things. Slowly but surely, she's pulling me away from my materialistic habits. We're basically a rom-com waiting to happen. My face when I can't believe I found someone who makes my life so much richer. Not rich in cash, but rich in love. Is my cousin trying to F me? Always looking at me, always talking to me, always asking me if I'm going to family events, always gives me massages, always invites me out to the bar. I thought maybe she's trying to set me up with one of her friends, but now I'm not so sure. She's treating you like a family member, bro. What the? Stop spending so much time on here. 14-year-old me in middle school. Have long emo chick hair that covers my face. Also rarely shower, so it looks longer and greasier. Mom forces me to shower for a family event. Makes my hair poofier and appear shorter. Next day, show up to school and gym teacher asks, "What happened to your hair? Did you cut it?" I simply replied, "Took a shower." Gym teacher laughs hysterically. Guy invades me in Dark Souls. Have a fair duel. Message him that he is good. Adds me as friend. Sure, why not? We start playing games together. Learn he lives in a pretty shady neighborhood. Crime is pretty high. Fast forward a few months. Wait, I heard a noise from downstairs. Gotta check it out, BRB. Last online 218 days ago. Should I start worrying? Be me. Get girlfriend. She is a bit of a nerd. Actually a huge Beavis and Butthead. And South Park Mark. We start calling things gay, followed with tarted laughing. We do it randomly out of nowhere. Usually one of us starts it calling something gay, and the other one goes with it. Recently did it at cousin's wedding. When he kissed the bride, my girlfriend started whispering, "He kissed a girl." Gay. Trying to hold back my laughter while whispering to her. Gay. People in the row front of us turn around, see us giggling while saying, "Gay." Next day, cousin messages me some guests complimented him what a nice guy he is. He allowed his tarted cousin and his autistic girlfriend attend the wedding. Be me. Decide to go on a blind date. Friends set me up with some cute girl. Nervous, but excited. Get dressed up. Arrive at the chosen cafe. See a figure waving at me from across the room. My heart sinks a little. It's basically a lumberjack with long hair. That feeling when .jpg. He smiles and walks over, wearing a flannel shirt and ripped jeans. "You must be Anon. I'm Jack." Oh god, what have I done .exe? Try to be polite, force a smile. We sit down, he orders a burger. "So, what do you do?" "I'm a tree surgeon." "Oh, nice, great .jab.meme." The conversation is interesting. Talks about lumber and saws for the next 30 minutes. Tries to impress me with chainsaw tricks. At this point, I just nod and sip my soda. He leans in closer. "You into outdoor stuff? Love camping?" Yeah, sure, camping's great." In reality, I never camped a day in my life. He shows me photos of his hikes. It's just him flexing next to trees. Ask him about his hobbies. "I like to build log cabins." Not what I was expecting. He looks at me with those big eyes. "You should come help me. It'll be fun." Realize this is the moment where I reject him. Face it like a champ. "Thanks, but I really need to watch my, Netflix." Finally, I can breathe. We finish up and I make an excuse to leave. "Let's do this again sometime." Smiling through the panic. "Yeah, maybe." Walk out, almost running. Never going on another blind date again. That feeling when Jack was the most interesting person I've never met again. Be me. Weiji, 23, lives at home, has girlfriend, and works at a demolition site. Got girlfriend pregnant. Tells parents. Context. Mom hated having kids. Constantly spurged out about little things. Told me she would have been a lawyer if it wasn't for me consistently since I was 6, and after my small dog died, she said she would never take care of another living thing again. Dad hated his wife and his life and expected me to do something great despite teaching me nothing, not even how to fill out a job application, and just expected things to work out and got mad when it didn't. And he lived and acted like it's the 1980s where having a job amounted to something and constantly bitched about money and how I still live with them despite making good money. I make $16 an hour and all my peers make 11. Tell parents my girlfriend is pregnant. Mom flips out and yells how I better not expect her to look after them. And my dad starts saying with barely concealed anger, how am I going to afford a kid, and just kept repeating it until I left. I talked to my girlfriend and we both agreed we could not afford a kid. Dad called me that I need to man up and get a proper job, whatever that was. He, of course, didn't give any suggestions, just basically told me to make it work. Had the abortion done, being the gentleman I am, I paid for the entire thing. Tells parents. My mom starts bawling, asking how I could do it. Dad started crying, asking why. Told them why. Told them I couldn't afford it. They say they would have helped me and I could have made it work. I am not making this shit up. What the frick happened? They act like life is a big curse and then act surprised when I don't want to bring another person into it. Spend hours chatting with AI. Constantly reject her advances. Weave an interesting story. In the end, find out I couldn't F her anyway since NSFW is disabled. Many hours wasted. F character AI and F the Anon who recommended that site. Be me. At gym, waiting for guy to finish using machine. He finishes. I ask him if he is going to unload the machine. He gets out his phone and turns the timer on and repeats what I said. Resets the timer and times taking the pin out. Didn't say anything, just shows me the time and walks away. What just happened? Who was in the wrong here? /R9K. Be me. Go to restaurant for meal. Try to pay in cash at the end. Sorry, we only accept card. Very common in UK. Say, sorry, I only have cash. Well, we only accept card. Just leave cash by the till equal to what I owe and walk out. Manager runs after me saying that I haven't paid by the right method. Ignore him and carry on walking home. Be me. Lonely Anon. Scrolling through 4Chan late at night. See a post about the dangers of dating crazy girls. LOL. Sounds like something out of a bad sitcom. Decide to ignore it. I'm desperate for affection. Meet girl online. Super cute, love her selfies. We hit it off, she has that wild personality. Always talking about astrology and crystals. My face when I think it's quirky and fun. Couple weeks later, she invites me over. Feel like this is my chance to finally get laid. Arrive at her place, it's like a decor nightmare. Walls covered in weird paintings and plants everywhere. She greets me wearing a cape and bejeweled sunglasses. Okay, this is a bit much, but whatever. I'm here for the feels. We start cuddling. Things are heating up. She suddenly stares deep into my eyes. You know, I can see your soul, right? Oh, hell no. What did I get myself into? Try to laugh it off, but she's looking at me like I'm the last slice of pizza. Fast forward to the bedroom, things escalate. She pulls out a tarot deck, starts shuffling. Let's see what the cards say about us. Panic.exe has stopped working. Play along. Maybe it'll still end well. She flips a card, starts chanting something in a weird language. My face when she thinks I'm possessed or something. Tell her I have to go to the bathroom. Sprint out the door and don't look back. Never talk to her again. Learn my lesson the hard way. Don't stick your dick in crazy, they said. Now I'm going back to being lonely. At least I still have my sanity. And my life. Thanks, 4Chan. 2014. In a restaurant. Two 80, 90-year-old women a little bit across from us. The one lady is loudly talking about how her son won't let his daughter have too many bananas. I like bananas. Do you like bananas? Bananas are good for you. Bananas are healthy. They're a great snack. I like bananas. Bananas have potassium. She just keeps going. The other lady weakly tries to interject but gets steamrolled by this elderly autist's banana obsession. She can't get a word in and eventually falls asleep. I start laughing and I can't stop. My mother is all, WTF is your problem? I can only point from laughing so hard. She starts laughing. Other people look at us, see us staring at those two old women, listen in, and start laughing their ass off too. Eventually, the whole section is pissing themselves laughing. Some just because everyone else is. Meal ends. This woman is still frickin' talking, and the other woman still asleep. About 30 minutes later, we drive by. There's an ambulance out front. That feeling when half a restaurant watched a woman die and laughed about it. Be me. Femanon 24. Always thought I was too cool for love. Meet guy, let's call him Chad. Chad is literally everything I ever wanted. Funny, sweet, and smells like a mix of cologne and success. But I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna friend zone him. My brain is like, who needs relationships anyway? Fast forward a few months, Chad keeps being the perfect friend. He listens to my rants about how I'll never find the one. I'm like, wow, what a great guy. But still can't see the signs. Decide to casually drop hints about how I'm not ready for anything serious. He takes it like a champ. Keeps inviting me out, buying me coffee, bringing me flowers. Every time I'm like, aw, thanks buddy, thanks bro. Realize I'm low-key taking advantage of him. Cue existential crisis. Months pass. One day I hear he's dating someone else. Immediate panic mode. He tells me about her and I'm like, oh cool, good for you. Inside I'm screaming like, what have I done? Friends can see my devastation. They're like, you should have just told him how you feel. But I'm like, nah, it's too late for that. Start stalking his socials. Realize she's a 10 out of 10 and has a pet cat. What does she have that I don't? Probably more social skills. Spend nights scrolling through our old texts. Every let's hang out becomes a gut punch. Finally get the courage to DM him. Hey Chad, how's it going? He responds, but it's clear he's moved on. Even his replies have less emojis. Now I'm just in this limbo of regret. Realize I friend-zoned the love of my life. Thank you, me. My face when I realize I'll be alone with my cats forever. That feeling when no Chad to save me from my bad decisions. Might just delete my life now. Never friend-zone a Chad, kids. I'm considering to renovate my apartment just to distract me from being myself/fit. Visiting female friend I have known for many years. Do friend stuff. Nothing fancy. Plan was that I stay the night if it gets too late. Oh boy, I have prepared myself so long for this. Clean shaven, got my best cologne out, and even bought a nice new tracksuit to hang around at her place. We are long past gone the point where we pretended not to be hobo tier while being at home. At night, we go to sleep and browse shit on our phones. Could clearly see her miring when I got out of her shower before bed. I have lived it so long for this very moment. Decide to be bold. It's now or never. Hey, wanna have 6? Alpha AF, this is my new me. She puts phone down and smirks. What? I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Stare at her for 5 seconds. Bro, you can't imagine how long 5 seconds can be. Autism spike. Look at her and say, yeah, well, I didn't expect that answer. Silence. She looks at me for a few seconds, clearly expecting me to make a move. She eventually rolls over with her back to me and gets back on her phone. Don't talk or even mention it next morning. Hold me/fit. Please hold me and tell me everything is going to be alright. What's the closest you have ever come to death/B? Be me in Iraq. Start smoking a pipe because F it, I'm probably going to die anyways. One day on patrol in some shitty village. Over 100 degrees, towel heads everywhere, screaming at each other and trying to sell shit. You know, just a normal day. Decide to sit down for a drink and smoke because I'm in full gear and it is like 1,000,000,000,000 degrees. Sit down and light up, pick related. Sitting down for maybe a minute, take a few puffs. Bowl explodes as it's in my mouth. A frickin' sniper shot my pipe. The bullet traveled 3 inches from my face. Everyone scatters for cover as usual. To this day, I don't know if the sniper missed or he was trying to just F with me. Be me. 5'5" small guy, walking around campus, trying to look confident. See cute girl at coffee shop. Heart starts racing. Collect courage. Approach her like a boss. Hey, do you believe in love at first sight or should I walk by again? She laughs. Think I'm in. She's actually laughing at me, not with me. That feeling when she looks over my head to talk to her 6'3" boyfriend. Decide to try online dating. Surely there's a niche for small guys. Create profile. Put fun sized as my headline. Get a couple matches. Think I'm making progress. Girl says she likes hiking and I tell her I can keep up. Turns out I can't because every hill feels like Mount Everest when you're this height. That feeling when she's literally climbing over me to get to the top. She reaches the peak, takes a selfie. I'm just a background character in my own life. Go on a date with another girl. She likes to have fun. Let's go to an amusement park, she says. Oh no, .jpg. She gets on the Ferris wheel. I have to jump to get into the seat. Everybody sees me, small guy struggling to climb in. She's screaming, "Don't worry, it's not that high." My eardrums are ready to burst. Finally sit down, feel like a toddler in a grown-up's world. After the date, she ghosts me. That feeling when it's because she found a guy who can actually reach the top shelf. Decide to hit the gym, maybe that'll help. Spend hours lifting weights, feel like a beast. Go on a date with a girl I met at the gym. First thing she says is, "Wow, you're really compact." What the actual Try to explain that I'm actually ripped under my shirt. She gently pats me on the head like I'm a pet. Am I a dog now? That feeling when I realize my dating life is basically a bad rom-com. Small guy, big heartbreaks. Just want to find someone who doesn't care about the height. Or at least some platform shoes to even the odds. Still alone, but my story remains hilarious to the bros. My face when I just want a hug without having to climb a ladder to get it. Be me. 22. Talk to 19-year-old girl. We hit it off. Eventually 6 comes up as a topic of conversation. Ask her body count. Says 5. Immediately lose all interest. I guess I'll just die alone. Lost 40 pounds since Christmas. Also happened to take 3 weeks off work in the new year. Walk into work at the start of Feb. Down about 20 pounds. Coworker sees me. Hey, Anon's back. Double take. Well, half of Anon's back. Going to have to order a new uniform soon. Feels good. Bonus Meyer. Out walking with wife and son yesterday evening. She shoots me a sideways look. You're looking really handsome at the moment. I can see your jawline and cheekbones coming through. Spill spaghetti in front of woman I've been married to for 7 years. Be me. Walking in the park, dressed in jeans and a nice polo shirt. A group of pretty college-age girls walks by. See them looking at me. They walk past me. Hear, that boy is cute. I smile. I used to be a fat, unhealthy slob, but now I'm skinny and kinda muscular. Anything is possible, boys. Don't give up. Happy for you, man. Keep at it. 3 years ago, really drunk, post my number on 4Chan asking someone to call me and tell me a story till I fall asleep. This bald mother effer right here calls me, tells me a story about a bear who switches places with a human for a day. Many keks till I fall asleep. Becomes a weekly ritual. Time goes on and it's less stories and more general conversation. 3 years later, he's getting married. Asks me to be the best man in his wedding. Why the F not, .jpg? Fly up the coast to stay at his house for the weekend. Friends and family all know of me, so it's kinda weird. But everyone's really freaking chill, especially his friends. Probably one of the best weekends of my life. All thanks to /B. Be me. About 2 years ago, junior in high school. No friends, reading a light novel before gym in the changing room. Chad Sr. walks up to me. Hey man, I respect the grind. Comments on how he saw me every day reading. Says he's never seen someone like me these days. Try really hard not to let him see the cover. He sees it anyway. Aw, dude, I love anime. Proceed to talk about Dragon Ball and mainstream shit for a minute. Time to go to gym. Give him an awkward fist bump. It's the closest I've gotten to a Chad. I don't know where he is, but I wish him the best. Be me. In a 4-year relationship with my girlfriend. Everything is going great. One day, she approaches me and says she wants to open up the relationship. My heart drops, my breath catches in my throat, and the world darkens as I imagine our inevitable future breakup. Not for me, but just for you. I want to see you with other girls. Turns out she gets turned on seeing me have sex with other women and even wants to join in eventually. So yeah, life is great. Sumo is best most intense sport. Most fight is over in 10 seconds. 10 seconds of fat bodies slapping together furiously then collapse on the floor. Like watching Americans have sex, but lasts longer. Have multiple shipping containers full of junk just in case. Need a specific part. Know exactly where it is. Chuckle to self that I don't have to waste an hour traveling to the hardware store to buy it. Spend 2 hours moving 150 tote boxes to get it. Be me. See a group of turkeys in a van. Imitate the sound of yelping. The turkeys yelp back. Die of laughter. Day instantly becomes better. Truly, life is good. Autistic shit you did at work thread. Huge gamer. Have a workmate called Amir. Also huge gamer. Also autist. Obviously, we befriend each other within 1 week. Basically best friends. We decide to prank our non-gamer colleagues. Act and speak like NPCs from different games when we meet. Literally word by word random oblivion chatter. Literally asked him if he went to the Sky District often. Last week. Working normally. Amir is like 3 desks near me. Suddenly a huge bang is heard. Probably just a plane. Amir. By the gods, is that the voice? Me. Dragonborn. We both break out laughing. Had to explain to 3 HR ladies what we are doing. One is laughing her tits off, the other 2 get angry and tell us to grow up. Be me. Have sex with an woman. See you later, virgins. Proofs? Be like 5. Watch an old cartoon. Character sprays something into their mouth before singing. Go to bathroom. Find mom's perfume bottle. Spray straight down my throat. Be me. Have girlfriend for a year. Everything's chill. She's cute and funny. Introduce her to my best friend. They hit it off like fireworks on the 4th of July. Start noticing her laughter is louder when he's around. My face when she looks at him like I used to look at pizza. Think maybe I'm overreacting. Try to brush it off. One night, we're all hanging out. They're joking around and I'm just sitting there like a third wheel. Her hand brushes against his arm. They lock eyes for a solid minute. Okay.jpg. Realize I'm basically the background character in their rom-com. Try to make a joke. So, you 2 planning to run away together or what? They both laugh. She says, that's not a bad idea. Gut punch.exe. Decide to confront her. Are you into him? She giggles. You're so silly, babe. Oh no.jpg. I think it's time for a break. 2 weeks later, she texts me. We need to talk. My face when it's about how she's confused. Realize my worst fears were true. Best friend is somehow oblivious. They start dating a month later. My face when I see their couple goals post. Forever the side character. Best friend is no longer my friend. Bros before hoes. Ever heard of that, you frickin' clown? That feeling when I start dating pizza. At least she never let me down. 10 out of 10 would recommend pizza over heartbreak. Be me. 22. Cute enough to get attention but not a total smoke show. Scrolling through TikTok one night. See a video about body count maxing. Inspiration.exe has started running. Decide it's time to collect my own body count. Think I'm going to be like one of those gals from the internet. Have a plan, get ready to execute it. Week 1, download dating apps. Swipe right on literally everyone. End up matching with a guy named Jeff. He's super into fitness, brags about his six-pack. Let's hit the gym together, he says. Never been to the gym in my life. My face when I'm about to get shredded. Gym date turns into post-workout smoothie. Accidentally open up about my body count maxing goals. Jeff gets a gleam in his eye. Interesting strategy. Let's see how far you go. I think I just set a challenge for myself. Go home after and get ready for the night. Week 2. Meet up with Jeff again. This time drinks are involved. Drink way too many Cosmos. End up at his place. Sex is mediocre but forgettable. Add 1 to the count. Wouldn't even remember his last name if you asked. Decide to up the ante. Start inviting friends to parties. Get everyone drunk so they lower their standards. Take them home, add to the count. Hit it off with Timmy, Kevin, and a guy named Doug. What the hell is a Doug? All 3 within the week. Keep a tally on my phone like it's a video game scoring system. Week 3. Feeling like a total pro now. Starting to get a reputation. Suddenly guys are asking me to hang out. Get a DM from a guy who calls himself Alpha. Red flag, but I'm intrigued. Meet up with Alpha. He takes me to an actual rave. The music's great, lights are flashing, everyone's losing their minds. Suddenly, it's like a scene from a movie. Make out with 3 different guys. One of them is dressed like a banana. Feel alive. Maxing.jpg. Realization hits me. This was supposed to be about empowerment or whatever, but I'm starting to feel empty inside. Body count is just a number, and these dudes are all the same. Finally sleep with a guy who remembers my name. Feels like a major win, but also quite sad. He ghosts me. Month later, sitting in bed reflecting on my life's choices. Realize I've turned into the very stereotype I wanted to break. Body count is high, but meaningful connections, 0. My face when I realized I'd trade the numbers for a real relationship. Maybe body count maxing was the wrong goal. Be me. 5'6" and skinny with very fast metabolism, meaning I can eat up to 3,000 calories and not get fat. Go to restaurant with 6'3" friend. Waitress comes, typical roasty. Give her my order. 1 soup, 1 large pizza, large Coke, and crepes for dessert. Looks at me and says, "You really gonna eat up that much, little guy?" Try to come back with something smart and funny to pull it off. This little man can fit so much stuff inside him. Friend is offline, yet his playtime keeps going up. Message him, but he doesn't reply. Send him message over Discord instead, asking him to play RE6 co-op. I see this chick appear online on Discord for a split second, and then he quickly goes offline. Message him on WhatsApp. It shows that he received the message and viewed it, but refuses to reply. Decide to visit his home. I send him a message asking him to come down and open the door. He's quiet, so I just knock. His mom answers and lets me in. "Anon, your friend has come to visit you." We played Resident Evil 6 co-op for the next few hours. Kick. That's how I solved it. He never used a pure offline option again. Girl asked me what I'm doing in my free time. Say I read. She smiles and stares at me with her eyes wide open. I mumble, "Manga." The look of disappointment in her face was unspeakable, but I think you know. Hate fast food. Not even American, but the cute redhead working the drive-thru always warms my heart. Looks like that'll be another double steakhouse without tomatoes for me, boys. Once I have my new car, I'll ask her out. "Hey, without tomatoes as usual?" "Yeah, cause you're the only red thing I'd need on my burger." Don't use that line. Be me. Come home. Roommate is eating my pizza. Ask why he is eating my pizza. Denies he is eating my pizza. He is holding my pizza. Look in box. 3 slices missing. Notice he ate my half-eaten slice. WTF. Next time this effer eats my pizza, I will frickin' lose it. Go to Gold's. Doing my warm-up routine of curls and butterflies. Entrance swings open. A literal effing clown walks in. Like not even some juggalo or Joker cosplayer. An actual clown that you'd see at a carnival. He checks in and goes to the free weight section. Picks up 2 20-pound dumbbells and starts frickin' juggling them. Everyone stares in awe. One of the employees asks him to please stop because he could hurt someone. Agrees and drops one on his foot. Starts screaming in a high-pitched voice. Employee asks if he's okay. He lets out a chuckle, honks his nose and takes off his size 19 shoe to reveal he's fine. Employee sighs and tries to find the manager. By the time she comes back, the clown is on the squat rack doing 3p18 ATF reps. He notices her and the manager out of the corner of his eye and smiles. His pants conveniently rip and he shits out 3 hacky sacks and a circus peanut. I freaking hate these gym clowns. I wish they would just go away. My girlfriend was telling me a story from school when she was like 14. Teacher in biology class brought a pig heart to dissect. She volunteers for the dissection. Instead of dissecting it, she starts to violently stab it, getting blood all over the place. After class, she begs the teacher to allow her to keep the pig heart. She actually brings it home. She also frequently tells me about the possibility of the world being controlled by satanic cults and says shit like, "I could end you right there and hide the body and no one would know for weeks. Or if I sharpened this stick, I could stab you in the neck." Is she mentally ill or something? Be me. 23 years old. Finally convinced crush to go on a date. Spend all my savings on a fancy restaurant, new clothes and cologne. Feel like a baller. Date night arrives. Pick her up. Dinner is going well. We're laughing, getting along. Time for the bill. My wallet is crying. Pay for the dinner. Trying to act cool. She says, "Thanks, this was fun. I'll text you later." Days pass, no text. Week later, still nothing. Why did I do this? Be me. Hate every minute of engineering school. Today I graduated. No fanfare or celebration because December. Just kind of walk outside and be finished. That is it. Just leave. Is this how prisoners feel? Be me. Anon. Decide to try NoFap challenge. Month in, things going smooth. Start to notice stuff. Go out to bars, parties and whatnot. Realize I'm not even looking at girls the same way. They start chatting me up. That feeling when I'm just nodding and pretending to care. 90% of the time it's the same boring small talk. "So, what do you do?" Yawn.jpg. My face when I realize I'm more interested in the bartender's tattoos than their life stories. My dude sitting next to me is talking to this girl about fashion. She's going off about trends and all I can think is that I'd rather be watching paint dry. Even the hot ones are just empty. Slowly shift my gaze to the craft beer selection instead. Forgot how much I love talking about IPA versus lager. It's like discovering the true depth of flavor in life, you know? Girl starts getting annoyed I'm not giving her attention. She leaves. Feel kinda bad, but also realize I'm not just into the same old, same old. No fap has me thinking deeper, finding beauty in hobbies, passions, and weird obsessions instead. My friends think I'm a weirdo now, but honestly, is it really that bad? Drop the small talk. Give me a 30-minute rant about your favorite sci-fi movie instead. No more boring small talk. Just nerd out together. Life's too short for boring conversations, fam. No fap was just the beginning. My face when I realize I'm just vibing with the real stuff now. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Find meaning in the mundane, bros. That feeling when girls are great, but have you ever had a deep convo about Star Wars? Spent weeks studying organic chemistry, solved 100 plus exercises, go take exam, stay until the last second redoing everything multiple times to verify my answers. Hand it in. Professor crosses out all my answers without even reading them. Says, you didn't write anything. Then writes 2 out of 100 at the top, hands it back to me. Wait until everyone leaves. Go back in and ask him what I did wrong so I can be better prepared for the next semester. He sighs and explains that there are too many people in this course and that he already gave out too many passing grades. Just study STEM, bro. Be quiet, kid. Never talk. Girl is introduced to my friend group. Suddenly feel the urge to talk and reply to every single thing she says. Friends don't talk with me anymore. Be me. In a happy relationship with my girlfriend. She's always talking about how much she wants kids. Think it's cute, but I made sure to get sterilized years ago. Just in case, you know? Fast forward a few months, she's been acting weird lately. More mood swings than usual. One day, she comes home with this big grin. Babe, I have a big surprise for you. My heart races. Oh shoot, did she get me that gaming console I've been eyeing? Nope. She sits me down and says, I'm pregnant. Internal.exe has stopped working. My face when I realize she's lying. Try to keep a straight face. That's great, but the gears are turning. She wouldn't just magically get pregnant, right? Remember how I told you I wanted kids? She says, all happy and shit. Yeah, bitch, but I also literally can't have kids. I took a test. It's positive. My brain is running scenarios. This feels like an episode of a bad soap opera. Honey, are you sure you're not seeing someone else? Her smile falters. Why would you think that? Cue the mental breakdown. Because I can't have kids. It's impossible. She starts to sweat. Mumbles, no way, it was just the one time. That feeling when I realize she's been unfaithful. Say goodbye to my trust. Decide it's time to end this relationship. She cries, I feel bad. Now I have to figure out how to move on. That feeling when I feel like I'm split between two options. Number 1, scream at her. Number 2, smash my head into the wall. Choose option 2. Wall always wins. Goodbye relationship. Hello heartbreak. Thanks for the surprise, babe. Be me. 28. Just started dating this girl, Emily. She's super into astrology, always talking about her star sign, moon sign, and ascendant. Okay, that's cool, I guess. I don't really know much about it. Oh, you have no idea. You have to learn about your sun, moon, and rising signs to understand your true self. Decide to humor her, start reading up on astrology. She's thrilled, tells me I'm a Virgo, and starts explaining every little detail about my sign. You're practical, grounded, and analytical, but also a bit of a perfectionist. Yeah, that sounds about right, but does it really matter? Yes, it explains everything. We can't be together unless you understand it. Starts getting weird. She refuses to make plans unless my astrology chart matches the perfect time for it. No, today's not a good day to do anything. The moon's in retrograde, so everything will go wrong. Okay, but we're literally just getting groceries? The weirdness escalates. Every decision is based on some cosmic event. Can't buy a new car because Mars is in the wrong house. Can't go to her favorite restaurant because the planets are aligned in a bad way. She breaks up with me for a week because our signs aren't in sync right now. We've been together for 6 months. How is this a problem all of a sudden? Start getting frustrated. Feel like she's making everything about astrology. We go to a party. She spends the entire night asking everyone what their star sign is and trying to tell them how to live their best life based on the stars. That feeling when people are getting annoyed with her and I'm getting secondhand embarrassment. One night, she starts telling me how we're not meant to be together because our Venus signs don't match. Wait, what? We're doomed if we don't align our energy properly. I've had enough. This is insane. We break up. She's devastated, says the stars are crying for us. The stars can keep their tears, I'm done. That feeling when I realize I'll never date a girl who's obsessed with astrology again. The universe can keep its signs, and I'm just gonna live my life without worrying about the stars. Be me, 22, bored college dropout with way too much free time. Always wanted to know how psychiatrists react to insane-sounding stuff. Decide to make an appointment for scientific purposes. Use a fake name, pick the cheapest psychiatrist I can find online. Show up to the appointment looking completely unhinged. Messy hair, oversized trench coat, holding a book titled How to Speak to Ghosts. Waiting for her to invite me in. Then shuffle inside, muttering about how they are always watching. Sit down, stare at her for what feels like an eternity without saying anything. She starts the session with a calm, "What brings you here today?" Lean in dramatically and whisper, "They're watching us through the lamp." She glances at the lamp, nods slightly, and writes something down. Feeling encouraged, I add, "The mole people, they've been after me for weeks. They don't like it when I sleep on my side." She keeps writing, barely reacting. Throw in more absurdities to see if I can crack her poker face. "The pigeons aren't real. They're government drones. I've tested their feathers for microchips. I only eat tinfoil wrapped food. It blocks the satellite poisoning." Her. "And how long have you felt this way?" Me, pretending to think deeply. "Since the mayonnaise incident." She raises an eyebrow. Explain that my mom, who hates mayonnaise, put it on a sandwich last week. She's clearly been replaced by a clone. The evidence is overwhelming. She nods like this makes perfect sense and jots down more notes. Decide to escalate things. Start checking the windows every few minutes and muttering under my breath. Finally stand up and announce, "We need to leave. They found me." She calmly asks me to sit back down, which I do, but only after glaring at her and saying, "Of course you'd say that. You're in on it, aren't you?" She suggests we talk about my family situation. Start spinning a story about how my transgender cat is transmitting signals to the FBI through its purring. She interrupts to ask about my sleeping habits. "I don't sleep. That's when they get you." Her. "Who gets you?" Lean in, dead serious. "The lamp people." Appointment wraps up after an hour. She suggests I schedule another session to explore my concerns further. Leave the office calmly, suppressing laughter until I'm out of sight. On the way home, keep thinking about how stone-faced she stayed during the pigeon rant. That feeling when she probably thinks I'm a genuine lunatic. That feeling when I'll never know if she figured out I was trolling or if she just added me to her most memorable patients list. Be me, 13, middle 2006, massively bullied in this Jewish, rich neighborhood middle school. One day, this girl I know to be a friend with the bullies asks me if I'd like to date her. Everybody in my class encourages me to accept. Confused and suspicious.jpg. Don't feel it, answer with a no, with a random fake excuse. She actually insists, send me notes in class asking me to reconsider, telling me she'd do anything, etc. Still suspicious? 51% of me believes it's a joke, awkwardly and remorsefully say no again. Fast forward next year, I learned from another girl I didn't even know that it was indeed a plot against me. Scam confirmed. Also, did the whole school know about that? Time passed in a self-sustaining loop of getting bullied, being even more awkward, being bullied more. 2015, still lonely, still bullied, still no girlfriend. I read a news article about a huge and nasty scandal dating back to early 2006. A Jewish guy had been kidnapped, detained, and tortured to death 20 versus 1 during 24 frickin' days by some guy that wanted to ask a huge ransom to his family cause, you know, if he's Jewish, he is rich. Poor dude had been trapped by a girl who pretended to want to date him to lure him in an isolated place for an easier abduction. Realization.mp3. These little mother effers heard in the press about what happened to one member of their community they didn't even know and decided to virtually do the same thing to me. I don't believe they would have tortured me to death. More like they would have broken my face 10 versus 1. They did everything they could so that I would end myself. And such a traumatic trap would have certainly been the final blow. In 2022, like in 2015, now living with the impression that I dodged an assassination attempt from my whole school. Still lonely, no girlfriend, few friends, still awkward, and slowly descending in the dark depths of bitterness. Still moving, but dead inside. Day 1. Here's a story from when I was a teenager. B14. My mother is very sick. Constant medical issues, mobility issues. Not fat, she literally can't balance. Being 14, I thought she was invincible and would just get over it. She's literally riddled with cancer. She's a fighter though, and we live in Australia, so amazing healthcare. She battles every shitty illness for 2 whole years. All this time, still manages to just be my mom. Makes me lunches, helps with homework, etc. I'm always nice to her because she's sick, but sometimes it takes its toll and I get mad. We have to eventually get a carer in to look after her as she is getting very sick. She is bedridden before I know it. I can hear the medical equipment from my room. Wake up one night to her gasping. Walk into her room with a glass of water. She's gasping for air. She'd fallen from bed and broken 2 vertebrae. She goes to hospital for 2 months after that. Fast forward 3 months and she is well enough to go to the park with her best friend and me. We laugh and she even made us some sandwiches. She gets sicker over the next few days, but she still does those mom things, like making my school lunches. She barely has enough energy to get out of bed, but still makes my lunch. Gets called out of class one day, told to go to the office. There's a cab waiting for me. The principal tells me, the school is here for you, but I don't understand. Get to hospital, taken to emergency. Watch my mother smile at me and take her last breath. Later that night, I'm home. Walk into the kitchen after crying for hours. Open the fridge. Laid out in there are my school lunches for the next 3 days. She literally used the last energy in her body to make sure I had my lunches for that week. I sat there on the floor and ate every last one. I still can't think about how caring that woman was without tearing up. God, I miss her. Be me. 25 years old. Living alone in a small apartment. Got a job I kind of hate, but it pays the bills. No real friends, just co-workers who don't really get me. Every evening, I'm greeted by silence when I come home. One day, while walking home, I see a tiny puppy shaking outside a pet store. Look around, no owner in sight. My heart melts. Decide to take him home. Name him Max. He's my whole world now. We do everything together. Go to the park, binge watch shows. He even sleeps in my bed. Greatest companionship I've ever had. Fast forward a year. Max starts coughing and acting weird. Take him to the vet. Diagnosis shocked me. Rare illness, needs surgery or he won't make it. Can't afford it. Spends sleepless nights googling crowdfunding and charity options. Finally set up a GoFundMe. Share it everywhere. Desperate for help. Family contribute a little, but it's not enough. Even reach out to strangers in dog forums. One kind stranger donates a significant amount. Hope flares up. Maybe we can make it. The surgery day arrives. Heart is racing. I just want him to be okay. Vet calls me a few hours later. Says the surgery was a success. Relief washes over me. Days go by. Max is recovering. But then he starts to crash. Not eating, not even wagging his tail. Back to the vet. Find out the illness has come back. And this time it's worse. They try to treat him, but he keeps getting weaker. Hold him in my arms, tears streaming down my face. He looks up at me, tail a little wag. Looks like he's trying to comfort me. Last day with him. Vet tells me it's time to say goodbye. I whisper to him all the happy moments we had. You're my best friend, Max. I love you. He looks at me like he understands. Finally let go. They inject him. I feel his little body relax. He's gone. Go home that night. Apartment feels colder, emptier than ever. Random dog toys scattered on the floor. The silence returns, heavier than before. Try to move on, but it feels impossible. Every night I still hear him scratching at the door in my dreams. Can't even look at the spots he used to curl up in. Some days I just lie on the floor and cry. Thank you for the memories, little buddy. But it hurts way too much without you. Friends of 20 years don't invite you to New Year's Eve dinner. Having dinner at restaurant 50 feet from your apartment. Text the group if anyone is doing anything for New Year's Eve. None of them mention they are currently half a block away. Run into them as you walk alone to get a lonely man New Year's Eve burrito. That feeling when you have to pretend this is all okay and make small talk chit-chat. That feeling when the burrito shop is now closed after 10 minutes of awkward platitudes. That feeling when you spend New Year's Eve hungry, alone, and betrayed. Just had to tell someone. Fudge my life. Be me. 5 years ago, sitting alone in a hospital room with 94-year-old dad. Nothing wrong with him, just old and his time is coming. Just sitting there with him and suddenly he starts whistling We'll Meet Again by Vera Lynn. After he finishes, I look at him and tell him it was a good song. He looks up at me from his bed. Damn frickin' right it was. Best song in the world. I go onto my phone and put on the song and we listen for a while. After a while more of hanging out, I leave and go home for the night. Wake up in the morning to a text from my sister that he died a bit after I left. My face when we'll meet again, Pops. Someday.